Don't worry, I'm a professional. Fuck. Ah, Jesus. Get into camera shot. No, that's not camera shot. Wait, wait, no, we can do this. Okay, wait. There we go. Hello, I'm your cat tour guide. I'm here to take you on a tour of this lovely city. This city is downtown RP 2000, but in this case, we're actually in just RP. It's downtown just RP because I could not find the original 2000 without having a bunch of errors. So here we go. We're going to take you on a little tour of this lovely city. I'm going to tell you some stories about all the places I used to frequent in this area, and yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Ready? Let's go! Oh shit, I'm out of camera range again. All right. So this is the main street here. You can see that it leads down that way to residential. Dawson Tunnel. Very nice. Here is a spooky little warehouse that looks kind of like a murder shed. Oh boy, doesn't this look like a murder shed to you? It looks like a murder shed to me. I'll tell you a thing or two. I've been into a number of murder sheds, and this fits the bill. But usually wasn't used for murder. I remember when I was a police officer, we didn't have to deal with murder too much because of the new life rule. So if somebody got killed, we just go in new life rule. Problem. Honestly, when I was a policeman in Gary's Mod RP, we didn't deal with very much of anything now that I think about it, other than people were being annoying. We were mostly called for when people were annoying. You press a button here, put a whole vehicle in here. I don't know how well that would work. We're gonna try that out real quick. Oh wow, it fits really well. That's good. We also had some apartments here. I mean, this says it's a hotel, but these are basically apartments. Just walk up to any building and press F2 to own the doors. And you would walk around and do that, except for certain designated buildings that had to be owned by certain people. They're all locked. But we're going to break and enter. So you can see that it's kind of a shitty apartment. However, it's pretty good if you had a... Wait, where is it? If you had a gun, and you wanted to shoot someone on Main Street, you could come up here and do that. So that was pretty effective. Look, I'm like an assassin. A very good assassin, too. And then you could have here, and you could put your toilet. That's good. Wait, I can... Oh, there we go. Ow. That isn't all there is on Main Street. The next building over we have is basically another apartment building slash hotel. It's slightly shitty than the hotel. Not by... I mean, I guess this is... You want your oven? There's an oven. Well, this looks like carpet, and oven and carpet do not go together. That's going to start a fire. And then, you know, once the fire starts, then we have a problem. So we have to CSGO knife the carpet away from the oven. Make it safe. I'm a safety inspector. Very good. I've done my job well. And most of the apartments are similar to that in nature. The top floor one is actually a little bit... Wait, let me... Oh boy, doesn't this look better? Because there's actually tile here already, so we don't have to knife the carpet away from the tile. Very good. Big fridge. And you have roof access. This is also good for assassinations. You can get a sniper rifle and go, oh hey, look, there's the mayor. Oh wait, let me do a demonstration for you. I'm just walking out here, airing my rifle. My rifle needs some air. Oh no, what's this? Is that the mayor Zeke-heiling someone who might be a Nazi? We have to put a stop to this. Yeah, I did. I saved this from Nazis. Now that I've denazified the town, let's go on to the next building. This building here is a store, and that up there was sometimes used as like a mayoral mansion. But I don't think I've ever seen anyone use these as... The one time I saw someone try to use these two as an actual store, they just got broken into, and someone went in there and stole everything. So, you know, that's good. Breaking and entering. I used this a couple of times as my mayoral house when I was mayor. It was pretty nice. I decorated it very well. It kind of looked like a fascist headquarters. I don't know why that would be. Maybe I was trying to trick the Nazis into trusting me. And then they did, and then I killed them, and then I was the victor. And here we have another locked door. Oh boy, I did it. I fixed the locked door. Everything's locked. I don't like it. You would come into here, and this is the police station. This is the way you come in, and you go, oh boy, I'm sure glad to be with the police. And then you look around, and there's all kinds of other police people. And this is a place where you would give your gun over to police before you visited prison. And you go in here, and you go, oh boy, this is a prison. And then someone will be in here going, I have to rethink my life because my life is full of crime, and I do not want to be crime anymore. Please take me out of the crime. I would like it very much if I was out of the crime. Please let me out. New life rule, RP, break, abuse. There, I have now given you the simulation of being in the prison. So now we should go to the next area. The next area is... Oh boy, look at this gun store. Very neat. It's basically a big rectangle, not quite a cube. Then you could hide smaller cubes in there. I mean, you could hide cubes in here now, not as effectively, I think. I think if you really wanted to, wait, let me ignore it. Required by law to ignore it. Here's a cube. I mean, if I came in here and I was looking for a cube, I would see a cube right there. But that's not very effective at hiding a cube. We need more effective hiding places. But yeah, people who would sell guns would come in here and they would have this little button here, and that would make it so that they didn't get shot. Oh, look at that lock. Because what I would do when I was a gun salesman, when I was sitting here, I would decorate that outer area there so that people would know what I sold with guns. And then they would come in here and they'd say, "I'm a gun." And I would say, depending on the server, either, cool, how much money you got? Or I would say, hey, do you have a gun license? Because if you don't have a gun license, you can get arrested for having a gun on certain servers. On other servers, they just don't care. Even a little. Not even a little. And then I would say, okay, here, put your money into this. And this thing here is bulletproof. See? See, bulletproof. no bullet holes on the other side. They would put their money into there, and I would do this and take their money, and then I would give them the gun they wanted. Well, normally they would ask me what kind of gun I had and stuff like that, and sometimes they would come in here and try to do this. Actually, wait, oh wait. And some of the guns, if you weren't careful, would go through this and kill you. So what I would always do is... There, blast door. Put the blast door in front of it. And then you would say, well, wait a minute. If you get the blast door in front of it, how would you be able to see them? So what I would do after that is... I can do it. Wait. There it is. Serial. Oh man, there's a way. Fuck. It told me material. Okay, never mind. That doesn't work. But what I used to do is I used to just turn it invisible, and then like it would make it so that if they tried to shoot at you, there was a big metal door there, and it would go ding 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 ding. It wouldn't sound like that. It would sound like metal, but that's not the point. Yeah. Oh, it's been a little while since I did this, so I guess the material gun is no. I was expecting. Oh, and then right back here is where I would store my merchandise, and then up here, big part of Dark RP is money printers. So sometimes we put printers up in here, and that's why I would regularly have masked men come into my house and try to steal my money printer. They would say, "Hey, I want to buy a gun," and I would say, "Hey, go to the front," and they start doing this, hoping that they could shoot me through the door. But I would also put a door here, big metal one, they couldn't just shoot through. I also eventually got to a point where I would put up like all kinds of traps and devices right here, so if you get in and actually take you way too long, it'd be worth it. Sometimes, on this particular map, I would come over here, buy this, and turn this into a little firing range, and people would pay me a small amount of money to firing range. And then this, I would turn into a relief bar, because some servers only had like a certain limit on the amount you could buy, and I would buy all of this in a bar. Isn't that neat? All right. Next area. The next area is... here we are in warehouses. That required a break to go from right over there to right here. Oh wait, I went there. Here. This is a neat thing, isn't it? Here we have some warehouses. When I wasn't a police officer, would often set up bases back here with kinds of different stuff. Sometimes I would just... and that was kind of neat. I remember there's a lot of people who used to want to build like right here. They would take this whole open area here and they would build like all kinds of crazy stuff. Sometimes you saw like he's only built a tower. He built a tower that like went up all the way up to over here, stretched out. So it was like up to here, and then it went down over here, then went into this building. And see, a lot of these buildings make sense for actual RP, but be dark RP, and we were mostly with like pre-teens and teens back when I was a teen, early 20s, as a horrible cat. People would come, and a lot of times what was interesting is if you actually built your base in the warehouse district, you just wouldn't have people who... no one comes back here for some... except on the more populated servers. You can see that there's a couple of different warehouses and stuff like that. A lot of these wouldn't make very good bases. This is a place I used to base in a lot because I just... But what was funny was I remember there's one time in particular, there's a guy who was just desperate to break into here. Once again, what? He was just desperate to get in here. The thing that was funny about that to me is that like we didn't have very much, but I would fortify. I would, you know, every window or whatever had blast door and stuff like that on it, so that trying to break in and come into it would just do this. Oh no, I be black. I be black. I don't like being black. And I was like, too bad. And he would try to break into down here, and I would also put a door there. But yeah, it was weird because me and a couple other guys were just kind of like building in here. I was just decorating mostly. I really decorating. Decorating was fun, and I would get a lot of props and stuff like that. And I would set up a little nice area here, and I would save up some money and then buy some guns and just kind of hang out. But yeah, this guy like put us under siege for like hours. Kept coming back here. We had nothing. There was nothing in here for him to take, but he was insistent upon it. And we would continually kill him and use keypads to make it so that he would like get through the first door, and then there would be just like a whole series, like a maze basically for him to get through after that. And I have no idea why he was so insistent on getting in here. I remember one time we just decided to just let him in here all the way, and he went all the way back, all the way up through there, all the way down, and then came down to here, and there was nothing. There was nothing for him to steal, and he just seemed so consternated about that. He's just like, "Well, why were you defending it so hard?" It's like, because it's just our base. So we left alone. These are fake doors. Those are fake doors. There's like a base like right across the way if he wanted to buy it and build it. He didn't. He wanted to get into our. So we shot him a bunch. Funny enough, even after we showed him all that, he would still occasionally just like run over here and try to get in. I don't know if he thought we were hiding something or what. It was kind of funny. Oh, I did not expect that to break through. That's an easy way to clear glass. All right, let's go to the next area, which is beachside. Isn't this lovely? Doesn't this just feel very East Coast and depressing? Isn't that? I remember coming over here, and I would often hide out in that little building over the corner. Um, you could hide in the water, but they had this thing where you would like drown, stayed in there for too long. I'm pretty sure they still have it. Yeah, I would sometimes hide in the water. People were chasing me because people wouldn't be able to find me there. And I don't know, this is just kind of like a shitty area. I always like to imagine just like someone like from Long Island or something like that trying really hard to sell you on like shitty houses. Like imagine like coming up to this and I don't know, it looks kind of scary. And then they're just like, well, what do you mean it has a lot of character, doll? Because they all sound like that? All of them. I'm sure. I've never been to Long Island. I've never even been to New York. But I'm sure they sound like that. Because I've seen cartoons. And yeah, you could just buy one of these little houses here and set up inside. Build a little if you want to. I mean, these places were terrible for bases because, like, look at all these windows, right? I was expecting one of the glasses to shatter. Like, look at all these windows. You'd have to fortify constantly to be able to, like, actually live in here without someone just breaking in, because as previously discussed in the other area, people will just love breaking into things. It doesn't matter if there's nothing there. They just want to break in. Because some people would play thief and they would just run around and just be like, and they get in here, there's nothing. That voice hurt my throat. Hurt my kitty throat. Okay. Water is important. And water is here. The beach side must be important to life. I never remember doing very much here except for when I was playing drug dealer and I would hide my drugs here. And then the police would come and say, hey, we want to check out your place. And I'd be like, ha ha ha, that's neat. And then we'd get into a gun battle and I would be like, ah, residential area. It started snowing. Very good. Very Christmassy. It is the Christmas vibe, even though it is June. Don't you want to get Christmas really early? No? Fortunate for you, isn't it? But this is the residential area. We have a couple of big houses here with really big windows. These are kind of like the nicer houses, even though because everything is like a Half-Life texture, the wallpaper looks kind of crappy, and honestly, you feel kind of dirty just walking around here. Like you need to constantly like washing and scrubbing yourself so that the cockroaches don't burrow into your skin. Skin cockroaches. You can set up a nice little bed here, and you could lay down and seduce a lady or boy, whatever, and or something. Oh hey, I'm wearing running pants, and then they would love you. I assume. I'm unfamiliar with human type matings. And then here's another house, basically the exact duplicate of the first. There's a gas station here, so if you really wanted to, you could pretend to be a gas station attendant, and people would drive in here and they'd go, "Hello, I would like a pack of cigarettes," and you'd be like, that. I would like some turkey. I got that. I would like um pretzels. I got that. Heroin. Oh, I have that. And of course they would have that. They would have that a lot. And this is one of my favorite houses that I like to live in. Because what I would do is I would construct a very elaborate protected maze so that the person who would want to get in here would have to solve like 18 keypad puzzle thingies to get into here, and it would be empty. I would spend all this time doing this because it was funny to me to have the people come in here, break in, and be like, "Oh boy, I cannot wait to be up to stealing in here." Do 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 do. Oh no, this building is empty. I have been a failure. This is my life now. I have failed at life. And that's what I would do. It was kind of funny to me. Oh, it's getting night. I didn't. Oh, I guess this is the different thingies. And these are some apartments here, which are actually pretty nice. I mean, they would be pretty nice if you were an actual human being. If you were a human being, they would be nice. But I mean, if you actually wanted RP in terribly tiny space, not even a toilet, weird blank space, or this looks kind of creepy, but you can still hear the car noises. Means that it's very active. Oh, isn't this lovely? Oh, and this here's a big house. You like the big house? I like the big house. Big house is the here is where you retire. Oh boy, I am glad I have retired from being a programmer. Now I can break all the glass I've ever wanted. Oh boy, I love rubbing my belly on the glass. So now we'll go to the next area. Now we're gonna go into the underground area. This is a place where all kinds of hobos and other creepy things like to hang out. By hobos, I mean for some reason they were zombie models that would walk up to you and beg for food and or money and have bug bait that they could throw at you. I guess it was supposed to be trash or feces. I'm not sure which. Now when you go down here, it's kind of creepy, so make sure you have your shank ready. Look at my skill. I have knife skill. This whole area was pretty fun, actually. I often like to build little bases down here to hide stuff when I was bored. If I joined a server and there just wasn't very many people on it, I would kind of like hang out down here sometimes and walk around. And I would make a little intricate mazes and things like that. Sometimes I would decorate a little spooky area to make sure that I had a horror. People would come down, they go, "Oh my god, it's so scary," and I would be like, "Haha, I have a knife. Please give me all of your money." And then they would be like, "Oh no, I had no money." And then I would be like, "Haha, stab." And then people would be like, "Don't go down there. There's a hobo cat who wants to, who wants to murder you." But it's actually kind of it's like kind of comfy down here if you could build it up the right way. You can make it kind of a comfy. What? Oh, okay. I was about to freak out and go, "Is this my hell? Is this my punishment for stabbing people in the night?" Going, "Haha, stab, 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 stab." But I don't do that anymore. I'm a reformed kitty cat. Now I just play as a police officer and I come to your house and I say, "Hello, do you have the drug?" And then you say, "No, I have no drug." And I say, "Haha, okay." But yeah, it's kind of neat down here. I always like the aesthetic of being down here. I mean, honestly, Half-Life just lends itself, like the Half-Life textures lend themselves to this like dark, slightly decrepit nature of things, you know, like everything's just kind of slightly broken. That's unfortunate. Haunted maze. And this place down here is actually pretty expansive, so if you didn't know where you were going, you could easily get lost. Like you, like sometimes I would see police officers chase people down here trying to like particular criminal, and then they would get down here and it's like they'd just be like lost forever. Which really and truly, you don't need down here that long. It's not that difficult to find your way around. Like if you go that way right there, that's the station. I have hours of being a bum down here, make it so that I knew everywhere to go. Isn't this kind of neat, kind of creepy? I always like kind of creepy spaces that make you go, oh hey, I need to bring out a gun. I am now protected because I had a gun. I was a good guy with a gun. Ronald Reagan told me the truth that if I was a good guy with a gun, I would be able to stop the bad guy. Thank you, Ronald Reagan. Well, that was your tour of downtown RP. Well, it was kind of a bad tour, and I didn't actually take you everywhere, but that's fine, because I'm satisfied with it. Also, look, I found a baby. Isn't that a neat baby? Don't you like the baby? Would you give the baby a wing, a chicken wing? I would. I'm a good person. You wouldn't? I guess you're just a really bad person then. You disgust me. Thank you. Please return next time to view more weird explorations of maps in Gary's Mod and other things. I had a lot of fun making them. I was laughing like this a lot. That's pretty good, I think. Okay. Bye-bye. Wait. Let me... There, now it's ended with a bang, and then my rocket launcher is going through my face.